Hello and good afternoon. My name's Mark Whittier. I'm the Head of Commercial Development here at Foundation Home Loans. I'd like to thank Brightstar for inviting me here to talk to you all today about the growth of the specialist borrower market. So first up, let's explore the world of specialist lending. What exactly is specialist lending? We all talk about it. You'll have heard from a number of my colleagues already today from across the industry, all talking about their own very special brand of specialist lending. Certainly, it's been a significant growth area of the mortgage lending market for a number of years, and we're still seeing lots of new entrants and even re-entrants to this marketplace. So what drives this desire to play in this space? I believe there is still an overwhelming need for us in the specialist sector to provide solutions that are not currently offered by the high street. Traditionally, the world of the specialist was probably dominated by those lenders that offered solutions for complex buy-to-let, and clients that maybe had suffered a life event such as a divorce or redundancy, suffered from a debt management plan, or a CCJ or a default. Typically, lenders that were dealing with adverse. But is it all still about adverse? I don't believe so, not any longer. More variety is now required to service an ever-changing market and more diverse needs. The world of specialists has moved on, with more solutions offered for both the employed and self-employed than ever before. So, what do we do differently in this specialist space? Let's look at the word buy-to-let to start with. I think we could all agree that this is a fairly mature market now, offering solutions for individuals, professional landlords, those with large or complex portfolios. We have pay rate products, we have top slicing, we have solutions for short-term lets, holiday lets. So really and truthfully, not masses of differentiation now across this sector. Probably some more minor niches around the edges we see, where maybe certain lenders will take more units on a multi-unit block or offer more bedrooms, 6, 8, 10, 12 on an HMO. We're not seeing masses of differentiation other than in the rates. And what we're seeing is a very competitive rate market, which is good for everybody and especially good for your clients. I think what's more interesting is the owner-occupied market, the residential specialist space, a much more interesting story, where lenders are offering solutions for both the employed and self-employed, where we can look at high commission incomes, we can look at bonus incomes, multiple incomes, different employment types, 0-hour contracts, for example. We've also seen a proliferation in the different types of properties with modern methods of construction. Within the specialist space, we've always seen solutions for first-time buyers, Help to Buy, shared ownership. But more than ever, we're also seeing solutions for lending into retirement or beyond state retirement age. There's more options for interest only nowadays, and also options for people who maybe need more than 2 applicants on an application to make the deal work, or because they wish to cohabit with certain members of the family, either through joint borrower sole proprietor solutions or from lenders that can offer more than 2 applicants in this space. What's most important about what we do in the specialist owner-occupied market is the way that we assess a case. I think we all assess cases on their wider merits, profiling those individual circumstances and taking a more holistic approach to what we do than maybe the high street does. Manual underwriting provides this greater flexibility, and it's key to what we do. It allows us to look at the latest year's accounts, for example, or for new businesses, just looking at that 1 year's trading. It's all about understanding those individual markets and how successful that business might be. More so than ever, what we will need to be doing over the next 6, 18 months is understanding the impact that COVID has had on the customers that are being brought to us. And I think we are particularly well placed within the specialist space to deal with these clients for you. So how do we deal with the impact of COVID? What do we do with post-pandemic underwriting? I think we can all agree that the high street initially struggled with this more than most, with certain types of self-employment or certain industries not having access to the market for a while. And we've certainly seen that the self-employed are the biggest sector that has been hit by COVID. I think what we can see is that specialists can take that more hands-on holistic approach that I've already alluded to. We can have a look at the pre-pandemic accounts. We can look at their current and expected trading conditions. But most importantly, we can take a view on that period in between. We don't have to be hamstrung by averaging over the last 2 years. There's no need to penalise for lower trading figures. We understand why they had lower trading figures. It was a global phenomenon. What we need to do is appreciate that every case is different. We have self-employed, we have employed on furlough, we have had flexi furlough, we've had people who've had grants, people who've had loans. But what we need to be able to do is understand all of that, and also, more importantly, understand what the outlook is going forward for each of these clients that come to us looking for help with their mortgages. The specialist sector is and will be your home for these clients as we move out of this pandemic period, hopefully in July. What does the future hold? It's all about fintech, isn't it? Or is it? I certainly think we'll see technology and innovation in technology being a driver for change across the industry. However, where this works best is where cases and clients' needs are fairly standard and can fit within boxes so that robots can automate. I think you see a number of us are already using robots for those processes that are appropriate. So within our business, we use them for valuations. Great example of innovation and robot use to streamline process and make things quicker. We also have started to encrypt email for mortgage offers direct to clients through a partner company called Ziver. We have more and more API integrations with partners being undertaken across the industry. I think we'll see widespread use of e-signatures, and open banking certainly holds a number of potential benefits to streamlining the gathering of information and assessing affordability and that whole underwriting piece. So that will be a great innovation for us as that develops. However, I still believe the key element in the world of the specialist is the ability for that all-important human interaction, either between the BDM and the broker and the underwriter. Now that's a really important relationship. I think it's key on most applications. If you have a good conversation at outset, when you present your application to us, that the underwriter gives you a call, talks you through it, makes for a much smoother journey. And it's really, really important in the specialist sector that we have access to our underwriters for you. And that other relationship is between the underwriter and the actual facts of the case to help understand and rationale a decision, something a computer will never be able to reason. So what about products and criteria within the specialist space? Where do we see these going in the future? Well, as we've already discussed, buy-to-let and adverse were the traditional playgrounds. And we've already established that this is a landscape that has already changed significantly. So where will these new battlegrounds or enhancements and developments be fought? I think we're already seeing some fantastic developments around green and ethical products, and we can only see that moving on as it's a very popular innovation with the government. With the advent of Help to Buy disappearing, we'll see plenty of innovation for first-time buyers through replacements for the Help to Buy scheme, and there are already a number of these being trialled. Maybe we'll see more joint borrower sole proprietor offerings. We'll certainly see lending to the older age groups growing beyond state retirement ages, maybe providing more interest-only solutions as we move towards that time when we can downsize. But mostly I think we'll see a broader segmentation of what we're already doing. So maybe more specific products that are for professionals, high net worth individuals, maybe larger loans, expats, certainly more short-term and holiday offerings, maybe more bespoke solutions for clients. On the buy-to-let side, maybe more lenders will get into the semi-commercial or bridging markets, but it's all good, all good. The more that we can offer your clients, the more solutions that you can get. I think one of the other things we need to consider is the role of the packager within this market. I've been a broker, and brokers, I know we can source the best product in the market for a client. We can use Knowledge Bank or Criteria Hub to check the criteria of all the lenders to see who's best placed to assist. But this doesn't always cover off all of your options or solutions. And I think that's where Brightstar can really add some value to what you do. They know the criteria within the criteria, those little known niches where lenders in this space can really make a difference. Dealing at volume within the specialist space, they know the BDMs, they know the underwriters, and when required, they know those of us that head up certain teams that can help them make deals happen. This enables them to quickly establish for you who is most likely to actually get the deal through to offer, and that's what's important. They will know about upcoming product and criteria innovations that may not been released to the market yet. And they can manage your cases through to offer and completion and take the responsibility for your case management. I think it's really important to choose a packaging partner that has a breadth of lender relationships and is well established in the world of specialist lending with a track record of delivering. So in conclusion, what can we see? Well, specialist borrowers are well served with solutions from across this market. The lenders will continue to offer new products and criteria to service these clients. We will see further diversification through ever greater segmentation of client needs. I think we'll see more clients that will fall into this world as the high street sticks with high volume vanilla type customers, which gives us an opportunity to help more of your clients. I think you need to tune into the service offered by your packager of choice. They are your go-to experts in this area. Be prepared to find more solutions from your specialist partners as your clients' needs evolve. Talk to us. It's the most important thing you can do. Use your BDMs. Take the opportunity to learn when it's offered. Maybe revisit some lenders that you haven't looked at for a while. We all evolve, and we're always aiming to change for the better. We want to do business with you, and we want to help your clients. Thank you for your time today. We'll take some questions. Thank you.